Welcome to LoveBytes, MAFS Australia 2024 dinner party discussion. Okay, all the guests have finally arrived to the first dinner party of this season of MAFS. I think shit is going to get real very quickly.
I think that the self-proclaimed Christian Grey of the group is about to become everyone's bitch as allegations come to light of him breaking up with his ex-girlfriend for a television show.
And interesting, on the shorts, apparently there is a walkout during the dinner party. I have my money firmly bet on Collins.
I agree with you. I think that his wife, Natalie, is a bit of a clinger. I think he's been really uncomfortable and he's shown that with what you were talking about earlier, the pillow fort.
Oh, absolutely. I think she's gone into this project as she's been granted a fairy tale husband, a prince, and because she just wants to go straight into full tilt mode, he's taking his little time to prepare and warm with him.
And I think too that the information that she got about him prior, that he hadn't been in a relationship, she kind of ran with that and kind of emasculated him a little bit or made him not her equal, like
I
her
agree.
project.
She's definitely weaponised that as and taking the upper hand, saying, well, stick with me, I'll teach you everything there is to know about a relationship as long as it's done her way.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of sympathy out there for her, but I think he's been quite a gentleman about it.
Up to this point, he's been very respectful. Now, on the honeymoon, he built a pillow wall between the two of them to try to keep himself safe. I think he's worried that he has to sleep with one eye open. He looked a little bit scared.
So when I said he was a gentleman, I probably wasn't referring to the pillow wall that he built. I kind of meant more overall.
Oh yeah, definitely overall he's been very respectful, but he is a frightened little rabbit, don't you think?
He is, and I think you could tell with when she presented him with the rocks that she'd collected on the beach in the morning.
Oh, he looked so disinterested.
So disinterested.
Oh, what are these? Oh, rocks. Oh, rocks in a water. Oh,
yeah.
I gotcha. Dinner has now been served and there's two people missing, Collins and Nat. They're in next door having a bit of a discussion about how she was sort of rubbishing their honeymoon.
I think what he's either a great actor and he's just pretending he wants everything to look good so he can continue in the experiment, or he's being respectful in saying, like he said from the beginning, I'm a slow burn. So from the very beginning.
Definitely. I think too
he's keeping it private and being a gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely. And because they've only been together for 5 minutes, he's thinking, well, we've only been in a very short period of time. We've had our honeymoon. There's some problems there. I understand that he would think, let's go through this process and maybe build on that attraction, whereas she wants to go full on into happy couples like everyone else that seems to be there at the moment. Okay, well that escalated very quickly. So Collins and Nat have returned, and obviously there's been a discussion that this experiment for them is now kaput.
So I think, what are you thinking about him now that it's all kind of played out?
I think he's enjoying the experience, but just not with her.
Yeah.
I know that he is probably a little bit disappointed that it's ended so quickly.
And abruptly while they're at a dinner party. He hasn't even had his first dinner party.
Haven't even sat on the couch to discuss with the experts about where to go with these feelings that haven't arrived.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting dynamic because I think he wants to be there. I don't think he wants a relationship with her. So, yeah, my opinion's changed a little bit. I don't think he's been fully honest about, I'm not into you, I don't think I ever will be into you.
How funny was it when Lucinda asked Sarah about her and Tim being intimate? And what did Sarah sort of indicated that yes, they had been.
Yes.
And then what did...
Oh, she said, Lauren said, oh, did he have a big and
would you do it again?
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's quite funny. She comes forward with some crackers.
She's a firecracker. But she's going to be really, really interesting to watch, I think. She's just being honest. Like, she's not going to be everyone's cup of tea because she can be a bit crass and
very crass,
inappropriate. But I think she's very entertaining.
What do you think about their relationship? It seemed that she was a bit off the boil post reception.
Yeah.
Woke up a bit off him, said he was a bit too nice. But during this dinner party, they seem to be
like
pretty connected. Yeah.
So they're either really connected or they're just both kids.
Now Jaden has decided to address the elephant in the room and ask Jack about these circulating rumours on the internet about his ex-girlfriend.
And I think you can see Lucinda, well, she even described it. They cut to her and she described it as being her heroine, this kind of drama. But she's completely called him out, and I think she's just going to attack him for the rest of it. That's her intention, you can tell.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's not safe, and you can tell that he's looking at her with a little bit of worry because he knows she's coming at this like a rabid dog.
And blink if you're a hostage. Or blink if you're okay, whatever it was she said. But Tori looks like a hostage in this situation.
Doesn't she look uncomfortable?
When they were entering, you know how he said, whether he was joking or not, but he said to her, look happy or be happy, remember?
That's right, yeah.
So whether he was joking, he might have been joking, but she looks very uncomfortable, she looks very unhappy, and I think she looks like a woman who is just swallowing his narrative because she wants to.
And at a guess, Lauren may have had her fair share of bad boys. She did explain that to her partner, that she likes a guy that's a little bit meaner to her and challenges her. She'd probably be able to identify people like Jack pretty well because he may have been the type of guy that she would have previously dated.
Absolutely, because he's a cardboard cutout for half of Queensland, isn't he?
Absolutely.
In that age group.
So I think she's going to come at him and know his bullshit and call it out.
Absolutely, and it's going to be fun to watch too.
It's going to be fun to watch.
How funny was it when Lucinda said, "Who's Jack?" when they started talking about the drama?
Yeah. And then they asked, haven't you seen the article since she...
He asked her and she said no.
I don't know.
I don't believe her. I think she has.
100%.
But I think it's a very, very clever way of her getting him to have to explain himself because she's very charming, isn't she?
Very charming.
I think she did that in a really good way. That was fun.
As the dinner party wraps up, we're left with a couple of things. We're left with a bit of a scandal with Jack, a walkout with Nat and Collins, and also the antics of a bit of a firecracker, which is Lauren. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of days.
And I think she had a bit of a go at the dinner party tonight, but I think they've all just met as couples. I think she's going to go after Jack. I don't think she's going to let that rest. I don't
because
think
she's got Tori's back too, doesn't she?
Yeah, she
and
does.
She's besties because they got pissed in that first first session, and I think she's going to not let anything drop with Jack.
And she said that drama is her heroine. So there's heaps of interesting characters this time. I think they've made a really good mix with Lucinda. Is it Lauren?
Yes.
There's quieter ones, but I think some of them are promising to emerge. Like apparently Cassandra emerges a fair bit.
That's right. Well, Cassandra and her partner, they've been very quiet.
Yeah.
So as we get into more episodes, there'll be a bit more interaction on the next dinner party. And until then, we'll catch you next time.